What's happening, people? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to speak about, is Curtis Jones staying Ione linked with RB Leipzig. Joe Gomez is linked with Aston Villa, and Ibu Konate's contract situation. But first of all, I want to speak about Arne Slot. I know it's going to get fucking boring because every video I'm creating he's the limelight of everything, but he's in charge of my club's success at the minute, and I'm very worried because I think it was either today or yesterday it was meant to be the season review ending, and the club haven't made a stance on what's happening. So I'm just wondering what's the holds up on letting the fans around the world know what's actually happening inside the club, because at the moment it looks like it's very worrying and it's a mess from top to bottom. You've got Michael Edwards, who's only got 1 year left on his contract. Arne Slot's only got a year left on his contract, and Richard Hughes has only got a year left on his contract. And Richard Hughes has been linked away to Saudi. Edwards has been linked with AC Milan. So I just can't get my head around and understand how FSG are willing to give Slot another 500 million to spend when he's got 12 months left in his contract. If you're going to back him with funds and that much money in a transfer window, then you have to back him with a new contract, and he doesn't deserve a new contract. So if you're not going to back him with a new contract and he's only got 12 months left, he has to go, in my opinion. I just can't fathom and understand how they're saying they're going to back Arne Slot in a transfer window and back him, but you can't back him with a new contract. For me, it's not making sense at all. So, can you leave in the comments what's your stance on it? Are you with me? Is it worrying backing a manager and backing a sporting director in bringing players through the door when they've only got 12 months left in the contract? And why haven't the club come out and give the fans clarity on what's happening with the management and what's going on with the club, which is the next step forward in trying to bring more success to the club? They just sitting being quiet, not giving fans an understanding on what direction you want to go or anything like that. And it's very worrying to me the way everyone's just quiet at the moment. But moving on to I want to speak about Curtis Jones. He put that on his Instagram last night and it's obviously a picture of him modelling in the Liverpool top, and it's got inside season 26-27. Is that a hint on that he's staying? Because why would he want to model in a Liverpool top saying inside season 26-27 if he's leaving? It doesn't make sense to me. So is that a hint to the fans and that he's staying? Because I certainly hope it is. We can't lose Curtis Jones to anyone, and especially for the £35 million fee what's been touted around. Curtis Jones was our second best midfielder last season behind Dominic Szoboszlai, and if we're losing Curtis Jones, we're losing a key midfielder, in my opinion. People can have theirs, but for me, Curtis Jones is an important piece of the midfield. The likes of Alexis McAllister and Endo should be out the door before the Curtis Jones. So, so hopefully this is a hint that he's staying with the club. Leave your thoughts. Are you happy with Jones staying, or do you prefer another midfielder to come in to replace him? But for me, we have to have a scouser in the team. You can't. It feels and just feels so weird seeing Curtis Jones go and not having a scouser in the team. For me, it fucking makes me shiver. But these could be another outgoing, which, and according to Simon Jones from the Mail, Aston Villa are among clubs showing interest in defender Joe Gomez ahead of a potential move this summer. So for me, I think it's the right time for Joe Gomez to go. I thought he was past his sell-by date 3 years ago. We should have cashed in like 3 years ago. He was a very solid solid player for us, but the injuries ruined the player he could have become, because I thought he could have reached like an Ibu Kanate type of ceiling, but his knees are made of biscuits. So for me, replacing Joe Gomez would be easy for us, because I think with Jeremy Jackett coming in, Leone being back fit, and still got Virgil, and I'm going to speak about the Ibu Kanate situation in a minute, that could be possibly 4 centre halves where he's going to become the 5th choice defender. And for Joe Gomez, at the age of 29 now, I think he needs more game time and find a club where what can give him that. And I think Aston Villa can give him that, because Aston Villa's defence, for me, it's overrated. It's not the best. You got Matty Cash, right back, who's very, very overrated and picks up cards in most games. So Joe Gomez being a backup right back for Matty Cash, or he could start ahead of Matty Cash in certain situations. You've got Tyrone Mings, he's absolutely rubbish. You've got Pau Torres, who's actually he is half decent, and Konza, who's a very good player, and you've got Lindelof, who's dog shit. So Joe Gomez can easily, in some games, be a starter, a centre back, or he could be the 3rd choice centre back rather than being the 5th at Liverpool. So for me, Joe Gomez moving to Aston Villa, it's a good deal for both parties. He goes and sees out the rest of his career elsewhere and play more game time, rather than just holding bench or holding the medical room at us. So for me, I'm happy to see Joe Gomez go. I'm not happy in the light where he's been at the club now for like 10 years, I think he's been at the club. So it is sad to see him go in that department, but as a fan and as moving forward to success, and for him as well to start playing more games and get his career back on track, I think it'll be a good move for Joe Gomez to go. But in other news, which I'm not really happy to see, is this star boy here, Trey Ione. The on-field watch RB Leipzig have entered the race to sign Trey Ione. The Reds are reluctant to sell the midfielder, and the plan for him is to go out on loan this summer as he searches for regular game time. Now this one, where it said the Reds are reluctant to sell, take that with a pinch of salt, because for me, there was rumours going back from January that Trey Ione was unhappy at Liverpool. saying I only wanted to leave. I don't know whether the rumours were true, but the minute he's played this season is absolutely disgusting, and the way Arne Slot's treated him is absolutely horrendous to me. And if he wants to leave, I can see why. Do I want him to leave? Certainly not. But the minutes he's playing, coming on in with 5 minutes to go, when the midfield has been stinking out all season, the midfield has been absolutely horrendous, and he easily could have started double the minutes and double the games he had this season. Now, if he is unhappy and he wants to leave, I do understand. But I love Train Ione. I think he's going to be a superstar in the years to come. But a loan deal for both parties could be the best option for him, because we're after a certain Jan Diamande from Leipzig, so maybe we can throw in and Harvey Elliott and Harvey Elliott to sell, and a Train Ione on a loan for a season to smoothen the deal for Jan Diamande. That could be a route what Liverpool can go down. But a permanent move, I'll be gutted to see Trey leave, because I watched him. I think it was for his Leicester years in the academy, and he was so good. So for me, a loan deal would be perfect for him to see the game time. But then he comes to as a better player, even though he could possibly still play fucking minutes for us. But so far we have a fraud in charge, so I understand that he is unhappy with his minutes. And I want to speak about the last topic. Ibu Konaté's contract situation. James Pearson certainly remains over Ibrahim Konaté's future, but the contract expiring at the end of June, despite previously indicating he would stay. He is yet to sign a new deal. Now, as the days drag on with Ibu Konaté, the more and more there's going to be panic stations. Do you think Ibu Konaté is world class? No. Would it be upset Ibu Konaté leaves? Yes, just for the condition that it's a free transfer, because he's about a 50-60 million pound player, so it could cost that to replace him. I don't know what the hold up is for the contracts. I heard rumours that he wants certain amounts of numbers, and the club are refusing, but then I'm getting told other reports that the club have stopped it. So this one to me is worrying as the days drag on, because we're on the 27th of May now. There's no sign of renewing the contract, and it's only just over 4 weeks left, and then it expires. Plus he has to go on to international duty. So for me, this one's tricky for me, because Konaté is easily he's replaceable, but the issue is there's more important areas we need to splash the money on, and I think spending 60 million on another defender to replace Konaté is stupid, when he should just give him what he wants, get the deal done, and just crack on. But if we lose him, and then we're possibly losing Joe Gomez, it's worrying times with the club. It is really worrying. We spent 500 million in the summer, and the summer after, we're still needing like 6 or 7 players. How's it come to this, spending 500 million in the summer and still needing 6 to 7 players the following summer? This recruitment has been horrendous. FSG have just completely gone backwards. FSG just need to sell, Edwards needs to fuck off, Hughes needs to fuck off, and Slot needs to fuck off. Plain and simple. And rip the whole thing up and start from scratch, because it looks like it's gonna get worse. And I'm really worried about this club. I'm really, really worried in the direction this club is going. You have Trent Alexander-Arnold runs down contracts. Mo Salah's left on a free. Just, people are just running down contracts with Liverpool, and the higher ups in the hierarchy are allowing it. But for me, we can't let Canate go on a free. You tie him down to a new contract. If he wants to go next summer, sell him and get a bit of money for him, then replace him that way. But this summer, it's all about getting the wingers in, possibly a backup striker, because Eki's out till January, and a defensive midfielder. That's what you need to splash the cash on. But for me, if Canate goes, we're in big trouble, because we can't splash the cash on midfielders, wingers, our backup striker, and two defenders if Canate and Gomez goes. But it is really worrying times for us. But yeah, people, leave me your thoughts and in the comments, and once again, thank you for watching, and can you please just like the video and please subscribe. Help me get to like 100 subscribers. I'll be very, very happy, and I'll start doing live shows once the numbers go up, so I can interact with you. And yeah, thank you people for watching. Up the fucking Redmen.